My name is Emmanuel Ayeni, and so wonderful to have you live on my channel today. Today, I'm speaking to you about having work-life balance. Work-life balance. So I decided to go live today and have a live stream. Exactly my very first live stream right on the channel, and it's nice to have it. So we live in a climate where we work remotely. Either you are a freelancer who works remotely, or you are a professional, a career professional who works remotely. So it's become a pattern, especially pre COVID and during the COVID era. And it's become a pattern that's come to stay. So no matter where you are, the odds are you're probably working remotely today. And the bane of working remotely, apart from its very interesting possibilities, but then the downside of this is that you tend to put in a lot more work, and it's pretty easy to really get out of balance. Pretty easy to get out of balance, to you remember to eat your food or take your vitamins or stay hydrated, drink water. And many people also, because of the flexibility, tend to have a lot of unhealthy posture, unhealthy work posture, like not sitting erect while working, or probably taking very unhealthy positions, which actually tells on your spine or your sitting condition. Another thing is it's very easy as well to sit for a very long time, very long duration of time, and you eventually discover that sitting down for a very long time is pretty unhealthy. It's pretty unhealthy. So this is why I'm doing this video, to be able to help everyone. If you're either a freelancer, a career professional who works remotely, to share tips on maintaining healthy work-life balance. And before I go further, if you're watching my channel for the very first time, kindly hit the subscribe button below and set on the notification, because I'm going to have a whole lot more amazing content in the next couple of days I'll bring to you every week. And remember, you can also drop your comment, because this is actually live, real time. It's my second live stream, and I would like to take questions in real time. So if you've got some questions or something you want me to address along the line of personal development, financial freedom, freelancing on Fiverr, or perhaps other platforms, do state that in the comment section. I will do well to answer your questions, even right on the stream and after the call. So going back to work-life balance, one of the things you want to do when it comes to having a work-life balance is you want to set up a workstation. Right here, I'm sitting right in my study. My study overlooks my room or my kids' room, and so you might actually have some background noise also from the kids in the living room. But then I've got multiple or couple of workstations when it comes to working from home. So I got a main workstation where I have my study, where I can do coaching calls with clients, do live streams, do online trainings. Got some live stream earlier today on Instagram. And of course, I can also do trainings with my team, or meetings with my team. I've got another workstation where I can work, and at the same time I can have a view of the TV while also having the kids play around, so I can still spend some partial family time while I work and still have some time with family. I've also got some other mobile workstation around the house where I could sit down and do some light writing or some reading or some quick research. So it helps to have a main workstation if you can. You can also, if you can, arrange to have multiple workstations. What having multiple workstations does for you is you easily switch in between the roles. This is what I mean. You can go from your workstation one after 2 hours of working to workstation two, where you can actually have the kids play around and you feel a bit refreshed and take off the tension and you feel less tensed. And what you can also do is you can also switch away from there and go into the main workstation for less distraction and less noise and get in the flow again of deep work for a couple of hours. So that's one, having workstations that work for you and suit your style, your work style. Another thing you want to do in having a great work balance, work life balance, is you want to plan in your breaks. You should plan in your breaks. And this is what to do. Most times, when I coach with clients, I tell them you might have a routine that works for you. For many people, they tend to have a Pomodoro method, which is good. Which is good. You can have a 1 hour session, and after the 1 hour session, go on to have some work done, some body breaks, stretch, take a walk, spend some time with the kids. You probably, help them if they're schooling from home. But now the kids are even back at school now, and then you can use the time when they're in school to do some deep focused work, except it's on weekends when the kids are home, the noise and all that. So take some body breaks. Have a 1 hour, have a 10 or 15-minute break or 5 minute break in between every hour or in between every 2 hours. You can plan that, and it's good for you to plan that. So when you plan that, what happens to you is you stay refreshed, and apart from that, you also stay energized. This way, you can actually put in some 3, 4, 5 hours of work, 10 hours of work without getting pressured, without getting stressed, and without suffering a burnout because you're actually working and at the same time you're taking some little breaks in between. Of course, I also want to note that have your time marked out. This is what I mean. If you have a plan to resume work at your desk by 9 a.m., if you're a freelancer or you work and you're clocking in remotely, you also want to plan in to have a fixed time for your lunch. But now, here's what happens. Most times, people stay in flow of work and forget to take the lunch break, especially because of working from home, or probably there are some deadlines, there are some calls from the team, or some pressure from the field or from the office or from the team, and they eventually end up not taking their lunch break, skipping breakfast, skipping lunch, and staying hungry over time. It's not healthy. It's not healthy. What you want to do is you want to have a timetable or schedule, a work schedule that really helps you. It helps you stay on the clock, stay on the beat, and maintain a healthy flow. So as you work, you look towards the time for lunch. So when it's 12 o'clock, you know, I gotta go for lunch. And off you go for lunch. So another thing you want to do apart from having set your lunch break, and of course you need to set your clock out break. When are you going to clock out? You should have a fixed time where you clock in and where you clock out. So if you choose to put in some extra hours to invest some hours in content creation, hours in graphics work and design, in consulting, research, or whatever you do, ensure you got a fixed clock out time. So this is what that does. When you have a fixed clock out time, you set your eyes on the target, so you're able to push in some meaningful works between the time you clock in and the time you clock in out. And that helps you stay focused. And of course, should you choose to add some extra hours investing in work, yeah, it will be a well structured time because you already know that you got a time where you're going out or work. Now I'm going to leave the last tip here. This is the last tip. When you're working, to in order to maintain the work-life balance, you want to stay at the center. When I say stay center, this is what I mean. See, it's very possible to stay at the extreme of work where you work and forget to take a break, forget to have your lunch. Or it's also possible to go to the extreme of just play. Instead of having work, you go to play. and you spend so much time on social media, checking notifications of the mobile, reading all the blog posts, or over researching without really learning and learning for passing time rather than staying centered to do the work that needs to be done. And when it's time to take some break, obviously you do take some break. You take some break that you should take, but at the same time, you pay attention to work. And this is a way to have a work-life balance. Lastly, I'll leave you one more tip. You want to ensure that you stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. You want to have water by your side. You want to drink a lot of water every time you're working. What that does, it helps you stay fresh. It helps you stay refreshed, and it also helps you stay reverberated. So you feel fresh, you feel relaxed, and you're able to maintain your cool all through the day. So I hope you found value from this stream today, from this video. So if you love the video, do click the subscribe button, set the notification on. I look to bringing you more amazing content on Rise to Greatness channel. My name is Emmanuel Ayeni, and remember, keep rising to greatness. Bye for now. Bye bye.